So GERD is a group of many symptoms, and it goes under the term GERD, which basically is an acronym that stands for gastroesophageal reflux disease. So acid reflux is a symptom that people have as part of GERD. The holidays are a fantastic time to experience GERD symptoms. I mean, absolutely amazing, right? Because you're sitting with your family, you're eating these luscious, usually fattening foods, and you may be drinking some alcohol as you're doing it, and you're eating a lot. And it's because we want that to be special. Unfortunately, lots of those foods are associated with reflux. Fatty meals have a tendency to lead to reflux. What happens with fatty meals, they have a tendency to be heavier, harder to digest, they stay in the stomach longer. So spice also, interesting. Some people cannot handle spicy foods. If you actually are someone who refluxes and has sort of irritation in your esophagus, and you put down something that's spicy, it could be irritating. So, if you had a wound and you sort of squeezed a lemon on it, it would hurt. And you know it would hurt, right? Reflux leads to sort of these wounds in the esophagus. When you drink something with citric in it, it could be like just taking that lemon or lime and sort of squeezing it on that wound, and it could be an irritant. What happens is this: when you actually pour a carbonated beverage, what do you see happens? In the glass, the bubbles come up to the top. It's sort of no different than what happens when you drink a carbonated beverage. When that comes up, that reflux, that regurgitation, brings with it the acid that's in the stomach, and that's what acid reflux is. Caffeinated drinks, coffee, tea, the caffeine in those drinks can actually weaken or loosen the sphincter in the bottom of the esophagus. That's this little valve, muscular valve that's protecting you from reflux, and then the acid can come up. Who does not love chocolate? Very few people do not like chocolate. Chocolate is a very interesting type of food with relationship to GERD. Most of the time, chocolate is in desserts, cake, so it's often associated with a fatty type of food. But in addition to that, chocolate itself has caffeine. So it's this perfect combination. Fatty food, caffeine, leads to reflux. You kind of become loosey-goosey when you drink some alcohol, right? But what it also does is it makes you not sort of cognizant of some of the things that maybe you're putting in your mouth. And a lot of people get the munchies with alcohol, and you might eat things that you know cause reflux. Kind of is not the best friend of GERD symptoms. So the good news is there's so many things that people can actually do. People have a tendency to fill up whatever size plate they have in front of them. So take the cocktail plate as opposed to the dinner plate. Right away, you're gonna take less. Use some lean meats. So for instance, the turkey itself, probably a good choice for you. The vegetables, if they're not laden with cream and everything, good choice. So it's really about picking out which things on the table are potentially good for you. Watch the things that might be triggers for myself. Understand what those things are for me so that I could just enjoy those times.